Christmas in Salem. I'm here for it. I just hope it don't get, a little bit too draining, a little bit too slow, a little bit too boring. But I'm here for the little Christmas in Salem. We had some fun times and we had some laughable moments and we had some, moments that I could have sworn I know him from somewhere. I met him before. Of course you met him before, Allie. That's the man you want to accuse of raping you, but you going around accusing his brother. Yeah, you know him. You know him real good. You should know him. You should remember that hand, that face. Now, another thing, Allie. You said Trip raped you. One look at a stranger. I could have sworn I known you somewhere. Why do I got the feeling that I met him before? That's because you have met him before. You'll find out soon enough that that's the man, I think y'all cousins, your cousin dating your rapist. You'll find out soon enough. Ava, Ava, doing all the wrong things and all the wrong time. You can talk to Charlie, try to get through to him. Mentioning Trip name, not going to get you anywhere. You're not going to get anywhere with that. It's not going to work out for you. Using Trip or mentioning Trip around Charlie, even though he despises him and also hates your guts, just leaving Trip name out will do you better than saying his name around him. You was getting ready to sell that man to the near slaughter just to save Trip name. Do you really think this man want to have anything to do with you and how you talk about saving Trip and then all of a sudden now you tied up with a gag in your mouth, you still mentioning Trip and how we can say, how I can say both of y'all, not just one of y'all? You managed to get free. I will give you that. However, you should have been prepared for the boom, seeing him at the door waiting on you. Charlie, you didn't know that you didn't know Claire family run that deep, did you? You raped Allie, now you dating her cousin. Good thing Claire just attracted to you and haven't gave you none yet. Because that would be kind of sick. And that pit in your stomach, that little sickness you got all of a sudden, we noticed it. Claire noticed it. Allie noticed it. We caught that. We detected that. How you almost dropped that wine when you saw Allie. Oh, you know exactly who she is, don't you? That was a little surprise. You didn't know she was in Salem. While you around here trying to date her cousin, didn't know she was a part of the family, the same family Charlie. Why do I got a feeling we might be done with you before the New Year's kick in? Or better yet, before the first start of the New Year's, you might be done. Because you already then screwed up the plans with Ava. You got her tied up, held hostage. She didn't escape from your little ropes you had. They weren't tight enough at all. When you tie somebody down, Trip, especially with ties, you got to make sure they can't move their arm or their wrist. She had so much slack in there. Of course she was going to get out of there. I hope you didn't think that was going to last forever. So just imagine if you would have stayed at that party the whole entire time, you might have would have had a surprise waiting for you at the door. I just don't understand how you think holding her hostage gonna fix anything. You should have been trying to talk sense into your mother besides holding her hostage. And she ain't doing any favors at all by, sitting up here mentioning Trip every time she opened her mouth. So it's just a here and there situation, Allie. You talking about lawsuits and all that, getting something back from, getting something back from, somebody raping you, you're going after the wrong brother. You'll find that out hopefully soon. And that feeling that you got that you met him, you saw him before, you have. It's only a matter of time before it come out and you realize you are accusing the wrong person and you got to go around apologizing to Trip, Steve, and Trip, Steve, and everybody else that you accused this man of raping you. Now you got to go around and say it wasn't Trip, it was his brother actually. Have fun with that, you girl, Allie. Will came back, I'm guessing just for this one scene because he came in at a surprise while Nicole was waiting for Eric to come back. I don't know why she expecting Eric to come back. Is Chloe stuck in Salem? Eric probably stuck somewhere else, but he'll come home eventually to you, Nicole. You just hold on and wait. He coming. Um, what else happened? Then we get to the Kiriakis mansion. That was full of surprises, and that was actually funny. Like, I actually enjoyed that first, that Monday's episode. It was a little slow, but it was worth it. Like, it was really worth it. Like, I really enjoyed that episode. Philip, what I'm gonna need for you to do is this feeling that you like Sarah. I'm gonna need for you to go ahead and drop that and get over that because you don't want her. That woman, you don't want her. She got a bad reputation. She already kissing on you. She already know you got feelings for her, and you ain't gonna deny those feelings. And she gonna play on those feelings, calling herself making Xander mad just to prove that her and Xander are quit. Well, they're calling it quits. Ain't nobody mentioned on the voice or none of that, but we playing it as we then broke up. But she forgave the man, the same man that kept her baby away from her for a year. And then she discovered the truth that her baby is really dead and not alive. And you done spent time with somebody else's child that wasn't yours. And you can forgive that man for that. Like, Sarah, your time is running out. Like, that clock is slowly ticking down for you too. You can only put on this, you're going to put on this facade for a limited time. You know this man already got feelings for you. You already know Xander is a steam pot ready to bust open. Xander, you calling yourself trying to make Sarah jealous with Chloe. We already know there's nothing there. That's not gonna happen. Just when you tried to kiss her, she told you that's not gonna happen. Look, I'm glad you I'm happy I'm here. I know me and Victor don't get along, but I'm glad you invited me if I won't be spending the holidays alone or whatever though. But I'm here. But I'm really not here for this and these stunts you trying to pull. And Sarah, I ain't got no words for you. Keep on playing around with that. You sit up there playing like you don't like Philip. Just like you cheated before, you gonna always have that little cheating heart. Philip put on the moves good enough. You're in leaving Xander for Philip. I can see that happening. But Philip already got plans for Chloe and they gonna end up getting back together somehow. So you gonna end up in a whole world. You gonna end up in a whole like Sarah cut it out. Just stop. You know that man like you. You playing around with all this, it ain't gonna do you no good. It just proves the point that you're a cheater. You like to play the field. Any man interested in you, you try to pursue it. And pursuing this with Philip trying to make Xander jealous, trying to prove the Maggie that you moved on, is doing what? Solving what? What are you doing? Then we got what's the girl name? Bonnie and Justin. I really wish y'all to get well. I can blame Bonnie because this really is all Bonnie fault. Justin, you could have did a whole lot better, to prove that you really like this woman. We could tell that you like her. It's just the point that you want to pursue it, but you're being cautious, which I can understand now. Bonnie, you're not doing yourself any favors by pretending that you like other men, this young stud, he was cute, but he didn't have no brains. All that you doing it, and like you and Justin go ahead to get together at this point. Basically, Justin invited her to the karaoke party. Victor wasn't here for it. Justin tried to smooth things over. He didn't smooth things over. He told Victor what she did for Sonny in his research for breast cancer. Somehow Victor found his lost, stolen, or damaged heart, put it back in his body, and said, well, since you did that for Sonny, you helped Sonny out or whatever. So, you know what? Justin is a good guy. He a forgiving man. So, I'm willing to forgive, and I'm willing to let you stay. Chloe came in. He wasn't happy about that, but he ended up letting her stay anyways. And these little tricks and stunts not Chloe, Xander and Philip and Sarah playing, and then he ended up staying that ended up having sex with Sarah, I should say. What else happened besides that? Um, it was something else I wanted to talk about, but oh yeah, Belle and Sean finally tied the knot. It been long enough. I'm glad they finally tied the knot. I'm glad they finally got themselves together. I'm glad it was no interruption, minus Sammy calling because Marlena forgot to turn her phone off. But other than that, they had their little wedding they always wanted. John got to walk his baby girl down the aisle. So they all got what they wanted. Um, Allie now realizing and dealing with her situation. She loved her son. With Nicole being there, it's more easier for her, even though I think Nicole take most of the weight off her hands, taking care of the baby more than she do. But you know what, whatever. At this point, I take it at least she is spending time with her son, and she loved her son. Even though the situation that happened, she still loved her son and glad to have her son to be around him. So I'm glad of that situation. And Bill, don't you think you was doing a little bit too much that Sammy was calling Marlena to wish her happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, and you didn't want her to answer the phone, which I can understand why you would mean that or why you would say that, because if it wasn't for Sammy, we wouldn't be no Jan Spears back in Salem, because you kind of fast forward her process to get her out quicker, then dealing with the system in the process, and it probably would have took a moment for her to get out. You kind of fast forwarded it for her, so I kind of understand where Jen was coming from. Brandon went to spend time with Kristen in prison. That was nice. Then a lot of funny moments where Marlene and Kristen and Brady running the karaoke mansion. Got I guess Maggie as the main, Victor as the butler. I guess Xander was the flower person or whatever. I didn't understand his role with it, but I just rolled with it, I guess. But yeah, y'all really need to get yourself together. Justin and Bonnie, y'all'll be so good together. But I'm guessing he cautious because he don't want to rush into things. And Bonnie doing the stuff she doing. She act like she like him, but the dates and playing in his face and throwing man in his face on top of it. So I guess I can understand why he feel the way he feel. But other than that, that's about all that happened. Like I said, Charlie, good luck. It was nice knowing you. I won't miss you or whatever, but I'm dying to see how you're going to get yourself out of this sticky situation you in. Not only do you got to deal with your mother loving your brother more than she loved you, and when to throw you away over Trip, then on top of it, you finally meet the woman that you raped, but she accusing Trip of doing this, then you got to deal with that situation. So I'm guessing this all hitting you. As sooner or later, you're going to make a mistake. Well, you already made a mistake holding your mama hostage, but sooner or later, you're going to make another mistake and get yourself in more trouble, and I'm just waiting to see your downfall. But other than that, that's what all that happens. So hopefully Eric can come into town or whatever. He should be on his way or very close to coming. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. And I'll see y'all later. Bye.